Alright, we made it back to Lumen. They have terrible food prices here, if I remember right. Yeah, terrible, terrible food prices, but we've got plenty of food. That's not really an issue. Okay, so... not quite 10 for the flavo crystals. We bought those at 6. I'm planning on going to Arcane next, though, so we'll hold on to them from Arcane. Perilous crystals is what they usually have for sale. I think I'm going to forego the Ceruleus crystals. Alright, so we can't buy that. We do have this now. These only... And I've either got missions already, which I gotta double check. I don't have any missions currently. I don't. They're all higher level than I can handle, huh? Rude. Alright, so we lost a couple of workers. We're still just barely over our workforce number. And that actually brought our defense number down so that we can fully defend, barely. Let's get at least one more worker, one more fighter. And let's do that again. Alright, that gives us enough. 7 days of food should be enough for what we're doing. So we're done here. Not planning on buying any crystals. I don't have the items I need for his request. We need 2 more of the spectral dust. Do we go to Arcane? I was going to go to Arcane and get some marble, but I really just need to get to Torzags and dump the stuff we've got. I think I'm just going to go straight down to Torzags instead of side-trekking to Arcane just to grab some of the marble to bring down. So... what are we at? 8, 7, 9. That's good enough. A roaming undead coterie. 384 to 51, huh? Choose goal. Defend equally. Defend the beast. Yeah, just defend equally. Alright, so we've got our resourcefulness. Our, yeah, those things. Let's see. Just fight it out as it is. Takes up my resourcefulness. Call their ranks. I don't want to do companion combat. We're still not fully healed back up. Takes so long. Yeah, let's do that one. Try to leverage our scouts. So 1 warrior and 1 scout wounded, I think. 2 and 3. One step out of the city. Howdy, Winged. All right. Hey, we're back. That was quite the trip. Okay, our passengers have departed. So, yeah, we went Torzags to Arkan. Think we got most of the way to the road, north to Devon, down to Sunrock, over to Ash. We missed the outpost on our first trek over. We hit a Vernum outpost, Larnac, Mirage, Crystal, Lumen, and then down to Torzags again. By far, our most far-ranging trip. Okay. So, let's see what the total damage is. Let me sell off a few things. We had no missions. Not that one. Might go back to Lumen, but we'll wait on that one. Alright, so we're running 2 beasts of burden. I was up to 3 for quite a while when we were just doing heavy trade running between Torzags, Lumen, and Arkan. We're down a worker. We're still over. I like to run with 25 scouts. And we have enough workers. Alright. Let's sell some stuff. Alright, break help. Selling at 22. We bought it at 10, I believe. Price came down a tiny bit. Came down a bit more. And then it's now starting to drop heavily. Alright, we were still very much in profit territory, though. And Flavo crystals. Price just started to drop, so that's also enough. Okay, restack the supplies. 6 days. Yeah, 6 days. Okay, we lost a ton of money. I lost like a third of my money doing that trip. Oh man, that's rough. Yeah, we lost about 30% of our cash. I honestly expected to lose more. I knew I was going to lose quite a bit, but we have to get out and explore the world to get story unlocks, to get insight rewards, to get things mapped, get price updates on trade locations, all that kind of stuff. So we have to do it. It just hurts me. It hurts me. It deeply wounds my soul. My miserly little merchant heart screams and wails in anguish. I hate it. All right. And it's even worse because I think when we started, I think I had 3 beasts of burden because we were running merchant and trade good items. So we're actually at like 215 after I buy that 3rd beast back from when we started. I got nothing else to sell. We did pick up another companion. So we got Netter. And then we got, we're up to 20 insight. So we did gain quite a bit of insight. I think I was zeroed out when we started. 3 beasts and 308 money. Yep, that's about what I remember. So to buy that 3rd beast is about 25. So it takes me down to 215. So, well, we lost about 30% of our money. Okay, the insight we can definitely spend. I think I'm going to still hold off on buying another authority point. I think that dwarf might be leaving soon, and I can just slot Netter into the spot. So with that possibility, 20 insight, I definitely want to look into upgrading some folks here. Not you, of course. Harvek deserves some love. Finderarth already got some. She's up to 3. I'd love to do Gogoro. He's absolutely one of our better fighters. Netter, I'm unsure about this servant. It got summoned and then died before it even got a turn to move, which I guess is good. I mean, it took 2 hits, so yay for that. 2 hits my other guys didn't have to take. And maybe that's its only real point. I mean, that's the Famulus. It is acrobatic. Dimensional instability. I don't know what that does. Yeah, low vitality, a little bit of evade. Fire tongue, blink, and frustrate. Distracts and frustrates them to no end. It's not giving me any pop-up information on this screen for some reason. I can't get details on anything. Not sure why that is, but yeah, it won't give me any info. All right, so it seems like it's more of a distraction item than anything, not something you bring out to actually do damage. But yeah, if it just takes a couple of hits and gets a distraction or something off, it's possibly worth. As long as it doesn't take a lot. Yeah, it's power 5. That sucks. I don't think I'd be willing to use a power 5 just for what I saw it do. We'll have to try it a few more times and see what situations it might be useful in, but I would much rather be flaming and conflagrating. But yeah, so, you know, Netter. I think Krifta did great last time. I think Krifta's who I'm going to upgrade. Krifta's been a champ. Krifta's also the deputy for my my Venatoris, giving my hunting and foraging bonuses in the animal slot. So I think Krifta's who will probably upgrade. Let's do that now. So, Krifta's already Venatoris. Scoutmaster, she needs Nav 2 and Handler. She needs Healer and Beast Lore. She only needs 1 point of Beast Lore and then the Healer point. Healer's cheap. 3 points to get those, and then 8 points. So she'd need 11 points total to get Chief Handler. We already have... Well, we don't have anybody in Chief Handler. March, consumption lowering. Oh, that's a really good one. I mean, I want to keep her in the Venatoris position, so it's kind of moot, but... Alright, so let's go ahead and raise her up, for sure. So we do that. I could take her up again. 5 more insight for 15 more. Sure. Leaves me 11. 27 points to spend on her screen here. So she's already maxed on hunting. Skulker, ambush, foraging base chance. 3 proficiency. Dexterous. . Can choose where to move after an evade. Ooh, look at the requirements on Bounty Hunter. Man. You'd only need 1 point each of the first two. Cost 8 points to qualify, and then 5 more, 13 points to get that. Wonder why there's a +1 off to the side here. Are we getting 1 point from an item she's using? Cover and line of sight penalties are halved for your range skills. That seems really good for her. That's mostly what I'm using for. I'd have to go all the way to 4 on that one, though. Ouch. Successful. Your successful evades and blocks no longer decrease. Evade and block by 10 each time. Huh. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff in here, and I still don't have a good feel for just how much of it really leverages into the like combat or the roles when you're out on the road. So I don't really know what to go for. We're just going to kind of randomly be grabbing stuff. I like the idea of the marksman bonus. Maybe I'll try to work on getting these two, but I'd love to get her actual abilities upgraded too. Look at all those numbers, man. Prowess, dexterous, perceptive. Technically, aren't we at Prowess 3? I haven't confirmed it yet, but... Prowess 3. So I'm not sure why that still shows in red. That's kind of confusing. Oh, it's in green there. All right, whatever. Whatever, interface. Alchemy. Alchemy. If we put that in there, qualified for that for 5. So it goes from 1 poison damage to 2 poison damage. That seems pretty valuable. Gotta get to Prowess 6 for that one. That's way the hell out here. So no chance of that. Dex 4, Perception 4. These are popping up continuously, so I think I might do that. Which unlocks that one. And Marksman. Point of Savvy, and now we've got a lot of stuff opening up. Down to 9 proficiency with everything we've got selected so far. So... ouch. 6 and 6 for those. All of this stuff is 6. Damn. So I can pick one thing over here. That's an extra hit point, some bleed resist, and some evade. Extra power point, initiative, and resists. I don't know how much this actually comes into play. I haven't noticed cover or line of sight penalties, so I don't know how much value to put on that. All the arena fights just seem to be, you know, us on one side, them on the other. I've never seen, I don't think, cover or line of sight issues, so I don't know when and where that actually comes in. Are there some fights that have cover? Am I getting line of sight problems when I'm firing like from the bottom left up to the top right and I'm not noticing the penalties? I have to try to pay attention to that, but because I don't know that that's actually happening in game, it's going to be pick something else. This doesn't actually say what it does. That kind of bothers me. I mean, at least this one said 1 poison to 2 poison, but what the hell does this get me? I don't like not being given the information I need to make a decision on of this kind of, or this type. Let's take an aim shot upgrade. I think we'll call it good there. We'll spend the last 3 points to max out survival, get us that extra foraging chance. Okay, there you go. We still got 11 insight. I'm going to hold on to that. I'm probably going to do a few rounds of merchanting to recover some of the cash we spent, so I need to go buy a beast. We're still able to defend. I need to get more workers, though. Which now we can't defend. Oh, we're still right under the number. All right, so we got a couple of points. Got our cargo slots back. Crew is okay. Our numbers are good. Cash is a problem. So it's going to be Lumen, Archon, Torzags again. So we are going to Lumen. So go ahead and take that. Go check missions. Anybody going to Lumen? Still don't qualify to claim a reward, huh? Oh, quota Lumen? Heck yeah. Alright, what was it to Lumen? Mushroom beer? It's the mushroom beer, I think, and possibly pottery to Lumen, then crystals to Archon, and then marble back here to Torzag. That's what I remember. So... why are you showing me Valarius? I'm sitting in Torzag. What the hell? Hey Torzag, where I am currently located. Why is the merchant screen coming up on Valarius? Huh. Weird. I don't think I've ever hit that button before. How do I say yes? And did the thing change when I selected it here? Yes, it did. Alright, so I'm seeing Torzag de Lumen. Yeah, 2 to 4, so double the price. What about what, pottery? Where's pottery at? $5 to 10. Yeah, mushroom beer and pottery. Alright, so what do we got left? We got 5 slots, 5 days of food with our current supply of people. Let's get one more of those, and then do one of each. Yeah, one of each. Mushroom beer and pottery. I gotta remember to rest before I take missions. I always do that. I grab the missions, then I just figure out or remember I need to rest. I gotta stop doing that. I'm probably losing out on some early delivery runs because I do it in the wrong order. Okay, I need to go down to Temple District. Nope. Civic. Infirmary. I gotta remember how many I have. I haven't been paying attention to how many we've used. Medical supplies 28 still? Really? All that healing we did, we didn't use up any medical supplies? Okay, well, I guess I don't need to go there. And then I use up my movement. Yeah, I'm doing this in all the wrong order. Really? Now we're strained? We are. All right. We are out of here. Let's go the southern route. Fail, crit fail, lost vigor. Lovely. Two more fails. Awesome morale and obedience. Alright, passengers gone. Turn in our missions. Look at all those completed fast. Love the completed fast rewards. Cool. Available. We're heading to Arcane next. Of course. Wait. Switch to that. Goods for Oakwoe to Arcane. Yes. That's it. Just the one. No passengers. No rumors. And again, I did it out of order. 'Cause I'm dumb. Alright, so... Oh, that's what I just took as a mission. I was like, why do I have Ceruleus Crystal in my inventory? Alright, you can have the hides and the bones and the beer and the pottery. 5 days. I think we can make it there in 5 days. So let's stock up on crystals of our own. Super expensive. Again, I don't have what he needs. Them crystals cost a lot. I have not been able to get back up to my vigor to get my 9 movement points. Let's go no guards for once. Try to get a vigor point back at 150. I'm sure this will be fine. Success and crit success. Of course. Of course. Of course. That's funny. One time I turned the guards off. We're allowed 6, are we? And these guys are what? Fiend, acrobatic, 80% fire resist, 20% electrical. Okay, so don't use fire on them. Fire tongue, blink, and frustrate. These are the guys that I summon, essentially. So that's the guy we need to really pay attention to right there, the Arc Fiend. Don't have any cold magic to use on them, unfortunately. Okay, so they're going to blink around and do their stuff. Deploy all 6, huh? Let's get you in front of the Archfiend, and we'll put Crypta behind you. You're still not fully healed. Or I mean, the mage behind you. Garrick's not really a frontline character either. Good shot. I hit 2 targets? What? Did I not realize that I was going to hit 2 targets? Mighty swing, sweeping attack with the great axe, best at striking adjacent foes. Oh, I didn't realize that. Ah, that's what that indicates. It hits 2 units. Chain lightning can hit up to 4. Okay. I never really paid attention to that column before. Good to know. Fenderarth. Yeah, it's going to hit a group of 4. I can't hit all 3 groups. Go for the little guys. Alright, a few hit points lost. So, this looks like the start to her storyline stuff. Back in Avernum. More insight. And lost a vigor. Okay, it's fine. It's worth it. Uh-oh. Not enough working crew. Damn it. Oh, do we lose? Yeah, we've lost enough. We're getting negative percentages, or we've lost bonuses that had us over the number. Gotta have guards. We do have sufficient. Get our morale and obedience back up. 150 is fine. Not great chance. Okay, don't think I'm gonna do the city stuff. Turn the quest in. Let's grab quest last. So I save myself the day. A little expensive here. We're definitely selling off our crystal. I'm a little confused. So I bought crystal at Lumen for 29 and I'm selling it for 28? What the hell? What happened there? And even at Torzags it's less? What? Since when? Hmm. I mean, I know about the average price info. Again with the weird column over here. Oh, no, I am in Arcane. So, yeah. Buy price, sell price. I don't think I've ever seen that. Both Torzags and Arcane are showing flat trades, essentially, for ceruleus crystals. Huh. And they have none, but the price sucks. That's weird. I'm going to do a save and a reload. I don't think it's going to change, but that just seems really weird. Yeah, no real difference. And if that price drops when I sell, I'll be selling at a huge loss and no way to recover my massive amount of money that I spend on these things. This is very bad. Yeah, this is very bad. We're very upside down on these crystals now, which is a huge amount of my cash supply. I don't get this. I've never seen the price differ this much. And I haven't done this trade in a long time, so what the hell? Yeah. Yeah, but I've never seen the missions adjust the price like this either, even when I've done a whole pile of them. So, huh. And both here and Torzags are showing flat prices. Well, I can't afford to sell them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to have to hope that when we get over to Torzags that they're going to be sellable. Man, am I going to have the same problem with marble? What's marble looking like? Where the hell are you, marble? So, in Arcane, buy at 5. And in Torzags, supposedly sell at 8. Even that seems pretty depressed. And that's by far the highest of the local pricing. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. Prices have just gotten smashed flat. Here I was expecting to do an easy trade run. And all of a sudden, all the prices are total garbage. And again, I'm doing it in bad order. I think the price is going to end up dropping on those too. Oh boy. And I've got 2 days of food, and prices here are not great. More money out the door. Garrick being grumpy again. What, I can't even chat with you right now? What the hell? Why can I not open the chat screens? Close this screen. What's open right now? You being weird, game. Yeah, I don't think I've had him talk at all about his mission. So I don't know how to advance his mission. All right, let's go to 100%. Oof, terrible percentages. Still terrible percentages. Crit success on a terrible percentage, huh? Almost 800, over 800? Wow. Well, that put us back into no problem status. Another crit success. Look at this. Look at this. That's hilarious. Oh, that hurts. That is a lot of money being dumped on the ground. A large Jokra pack. Lure away. High chance. Does that mean we failed? It doesn't say anything here. I'm assuming we failed. Successful appeasement. Alright. These buttons are pissing me off. I'm having to click 3 and 4 times on them sometimes. They're really finicky about taking the mouse click. Well, the whole reason we did that whole circle was to earn money. We are going to lose money, apparently, somehow. And if I can't do that merchant trip, I'm at a loss. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Torzag and Lumen. Ceruleus Crystal. Stack prices. Yeah, we're going to lose money. I don't get it. Marble. At least marble is still profitable. 4 to 7. Ceruleus market has crushed or crashed, apparently. Huh. What am I going to do with that stuff? Marble is in demand. I got to get rid of it, even if I lose money. I got to have my cash. So yeah, that was a terrible trip. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, it's always seems tempting to take less food until you know, see the times that I've almost starved to death by failing 6 or 8 south scavenging runs in a row. Huh. I am not sure what I'm going to have to do about that. If the crystal market is out, there's absolutely no reason to go to Lumen. I really don't want to just go back and forth here. I mean, I can. I forget what the mushroom beer market pricing goes there. Hey, Arcane. Mushroom beer. Buy for 2, sell for 4. So, I mean, I could take mushroom beer, and is pottery good for that run, too? 5 to 9. Pottery's okay. So I could do beer and pottery to Arcane and then marble back again, but I don't know how many times I can do that before I depress the market. And it's kind of boring. I still need to go to Fort Larius, but I really, really want to get my cash recovered. South is only Kernak. That's a very losing proposition. Everything over here is so far apart. I don't remember any big... I don't remember that one. Utvarar, whatever that is. Devon is way the hell up there on its own. Long-ass trip with not much to do in between. I haven't been to Salem yet. I don't know if that would be viable. Fort Larius is a ruin. Yeah, I'm not sure. Crimson Gate's a pretty big place, too. I mean, we could try, I guess, a Torzag Crimson Gate. Been a while since we've been there. Do we not have Crimson? Oh, the Crimson Gate. So the usual things outbound is mushrooms. Nope, not gonna, or mushroom beer. 2 to 5, so a beer run to the gate would be good. And pottery. Pottery would be a loser. That would be beer. I'm not sure on the return trip. I don't remember what Crimson Gate produces, if anything. chitin back the other direction. It's about a 50%. Not seeing too many opportunities for the return trip other than chitin. And timber. Timber is about 50% also. This also makes a difference. Good old Lumen. I don't remember any missions going to the gates. Yeah, I don't know. I could try, I guess, slimming the caravan down. Not actually intend to do a trade of my own. And just do the faction missions. The problem is the Lumen outbound. Lumen doesn't have very many faction missions. There's not a lot of trade houses there. So, no. I wish there were more arcane missions here. There's one there. I guess there are a few. Three. And we'd be building faction while doing it. We're at 216 on Oquo. 4 points away from the next level. And we're closest next on Venari. We're still quite a ways away. Yeah. I don't know. Possibly there's a trade opportunity here. I'll have to think about it. I'm not sure how I want to handle this. Would it be better just to do Arkham Torzag runs back and forth a few times? With Lumen not having food, not having very many trade missions, and not being able to give me crystals to sell at a profit anywhere, it's a dead location outbound. I've got missions I can run inbound and things I can sell, but then I'm just dead going outbound again. I'm traveling with no possibility of payment. I hate that. Might have to do the Arkan or Torzag Arkan run a few times. See if the prices stay stable. It's going to depend a lot on what missions come up for Arkan, whether it's going to be worth it. I'm not sure it's ever going to be worth doing Arkan up to Devon. That's a long-ass trip. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some thinking. Let me put a save in here. I think I'll call it here for the day. What are we up to? 11? We made some pretty good progress on some storyline stuff, and we got another companion. We got a pretty capable combat crew, at least for the fights I've engaged in so far. They seem pretty good. Yeah, I might have to start exploring some alternate methods. Trading is pretty much the main way of making money, I know. We're not really set up for doing mercenary work or bounty hunting. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. All right, that's going to be it for now for some Vagrus Riven Realms. Still having a good deal of fun, still learning stuff. Gotten a lot more comfortable with at least the combat stuff. Still things I don't understand about the interface, especially in the group combat. Not so much. I think I've got a pretty good handle now on the companion combat. We've done enough of that where I'm feeling fairly confident. Some of it's still pretty obscure in the workings, the inner workings. But the group combat screen still puzzles me. There's still a lot about that I'm really curious about that I haven't been able to find answers on. But yeah, it's a good time. So we'll return for some more Vagrus. But for now, I'm going to take a break and go get some breakfast, all that good stuff. I should be on a little bit later. Hope to see you then. Stay safe out there.